Hello, and we are back for my final declutter video. If you missed any of the other videos in my decluttering series for 2022, I will leave it linked down in the description box, but I broke them up into 3 other videos. I have one dedicated to all my face products, one dedicated to my lip products, and another one dedicated to all my eyeshadow palettes. So that's what I've posted so far, and today is the final video where I'm sharing with you guys all the other categories that I didn't already cover. So we're talking about eyeliners, mascaras, we got lashes, we got eyebrow products, eye primers, all the little things that's necessary for me to do makeup, but it's just a ton of little categories. So I'm combining them all into this one video and we'll round out my declutter series for 2022. But yeah, that's what we're going to be diving into today's video. I'm sure it's going to be long because there's a lot to cover. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it per usual, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end to round out this video. Okay, we have bases or eyeshadow primers slash bases. So let me divide them into more just colored bases and then just primers, more of like a clear type of primer. Okay, these are mostly clear type of eyeshadow bases. This one has a little bit of a tint to it, but I put it in here. This is the L'Oreal Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. It's my absolute favorite. Highly recommend. It works so well to keep my eyeshadows from fading. I use this as a base even if I'm going to put a concealer on top, just because it holds up so well to me. And this is also the primer that I used when I was like incredibly oily. I'm not as oily as I used to be in my early 20s, but it always held up. Like I remember using this in my later teens and early 20s, and it always helped my eyeshadow last all day. This is from the CoverGirl Lid Lockup. I think I remember thinking this one was okay, but it's also probably getting, oh my goodness, a wee bit old. Can I open it? Come on. Oh, I took the stopper out. Makes it so very messy. It's still good. I should use this, but I just don't. Should I keep it? Should I declutter? Let me think on that one a bit. This is Smashbox 24 Hours. It's also a fantastic one. I feel like the L'Oreal Behind the Scenes held up just a little bit better for my really oily eyelids, but now in these days, especially when I'm pregnant, I'm a little bit more normal. So it does the same for me as the L'Oreal one. So definitely keeping. I've gone through a whole one of these before. Looking like I'm halfway there maybe, or at least a good portion of my way to emptying this one as well. Fantastic, not decluttering. This is the Zoeva Eyeshadow Matte Longwear Fix. This has a little bit of a tint to it, and it's pretty good. I feel like it doesn't hold up as well as the other two we just talked about and I'm keeping, but it doesn't hold up terribly, and I like that it has a very subtle type of tint to it, so it just gives a little bit of coverage if I wanted to more natural look or whatever. But yeah, it's a nice one. I like the tack that it has to it, and it works pretty well. Ooh, this is the Milani. As you can see, I'm almost done with this. This is their eyeshadow primer, and this reminds me of the Smashbox 24 Hour. I know it's been compared to it. It works really well. Obviously, I like it. I'm going to keep it and finish using it up. And then this is Alamar Cosmetics Primo Premier Primer. This is a very tacky type of primer, so I tend to have to be careful. I do like that, like I said, it has a little bit of tint to it, but it's very tacky. So depending on the eyeshadow, sometimes it doesn't like to work with it. It just like sticks and make the eyeshadow behave differently. But I like having it in my arsenal as a kind of a tricky eyeshadow primer to see how some eyeshadows can work with it. I just like changing things up and trying it out, so I'm going to hold on to it. And with that said, I'm going to declutter this one because this is also a tacky type of primer, so I got this one. Gonna declutter this. This is the Sheer Wisdom from Butter London. This one I'm going to declutter. It's not terrible. There's nothing really wrong with it, but I think it's just kind of trippy maybe for me. I don't even know how to describe it. It's very like slick. So when I put it on and I'm blending it in, I feel like I have to spend so long, once again, not in frame, but I feel like I have to spend a long time blending it in because it's so very slick. It almost feels like satiny when you're done, like almost like a powdery finish. And it just kind of weirds me out when I put eyeshadow on top of it. I'm like trying to make sure it's well blended in so it doesn't, cause my eyeshadows to be wet and, look weird. So I feel like I typically pass over it. But I do like, how it actually performs once you blend it in. It's just, I feel like I always put too much and then I'm spending so long trying to like wipe it off / blend it in. So I'm going to declutter it. It's buttercream. Other than that though, I thought it was fine. My only two glitter primers at this time is the NYX Glitter Primer and this one from MBA Cosmetics. I like this one because it's so liquidy. If I'm going to want to top my eyeshadow with a glitter primer, after I put all my like eyeshadow on and my whatever's on my lid and I like cut the crease, I'll take a tiny bit of this and tap it over and keep my eyes closed until it dries. And it really helps to really make sure the eyeshadow doesn't move. So that's kind of my trick for an eyeshadow that's a little bit trickier to get to stay on my eyelid and wants to travel into my brows. But I really like both of these, keep them both. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. I think I had this not for like concealer for under my eyes or anything, but I used it to like cut the crease because it had that little tip. But it wasn't a very pigmented type of concealer, so I feel like I would use this to cut the crease, but then I'd have to use another brush to tap on more. So I don't know, it didn't work as well as I wanted it to, so I'm going to declutter it. This is Smashbox Lid Primer in the shade Smoke. When do I ever use a shade like this? I know there'll be one day that I do. Maybe I'll want this then. I don't know, I just never think to use these. I mean, it's still good. I can't even remember when I got these. It's very old. It's still good. I'm going to declutter it though. Again, I feel like I haven't used that in eons. This is the Drawer Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I like this for a one and done. It's not the best for primer for my eyes because sometimes it doesn't last all day. It doesn't help the eyeshadow last all day. But it works well as a one and done. I don't have to use a primer and then a concealer on top, so I like that about it. I'm almost done with this one. I've panned another one. This is my second jar, and I'll probably buy another one whenever I'm done with this because I do enjoy having it in my collection. Okay, this is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define, and this is Conceal and Correct. This is in just like my skin color, a little bit lighter than my skin color, and this is in a white. I really like this formula whenever I use a clear eyeshadow primer, and I like to put one of these on top because I just feel like they act as really good eyeshadow bases because they're not too hydrating and wet. Like for a typical concealer, they have a lot of pigment to them, so it makes it easy to, you know, conceal my veins, or with the white one, cut out whatever I'm doing with my crease and get a nice white base. I like them both a lot, so going to keep them for sure. This is newer to my collection. This is more, I think, a white eyeshadow primer. I'm not exactly sure my thoughts. I think it works pretty well overall. No, it's not white. It's a nude type, my type of nude, I guess. I forget what color I got. Can't even remember. I don't even know if they have different colors, but it works pretty well. I don't have like super strong feelings about it, but like I said, it's a bit newer to my collection. I've been enjoying it, so I'm going to keep it. And then I also have these two. This is from Pretty Vulgar. I don't think this one has a tint. I think this is clear. Yeah, this is a clear one. I don't know why I have it in my other one. So whoops, but I don't remember being super impressed. I think it was just okay. And I have a lot of really great clear type of eyeshadow primer, so I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. And last step is the P. Louise base in the shade, which shade did I get? Rumor 02. This is a nice base as well, just for a good color base. It's a bit thicker though, so I feel like I have other ones that I enjoy more because they're not as thick and easy. It's just easier to put on, but it is a nice base. However, this is so tiny, I'm just going to hold on to it for now just to have another little base in my eyeshadow primer drawer. All right, for keeps, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the greatest, but I did get rid of some. All right, this is my eyelash situation, my eyelash collection. I just filmed lipsticks. I have like 5-10 minutes before my kids wake up, so sorry I'm not going to clean myself up. I'm going to try to run through this really briefly before they get up, and let's see if we can sort through this because I definitely feel like there's some I can get rid of. Grab and go. Let's first start off with these. This is from Colorlit. These are I'm not getting rid of because they're fairly new. This is in Fearless in the shade Powerful and Disruptor. The brand actually sent me these, and I had these years ago. Can I focus? I'm so sorry. I had their when they originally launched, and I loved them, raved about them, used them all up, threw them away, and they sent me more to replace. Really appreciate that. Definitely like this brand and their lashes. I'm going to declutter this. This is Shining Star. I never wear this style. I will keep this one though, Easy Elegance, because I do like it. This is a style that I just wear more, so decluttering this one, keeping this one. Also going to declutter this one. I'm never going to wear these again. Obviously I wore them once, as you can see, but I'm not going to wear them. Gonna declutter them. These are from the House of Lashes in the shade Temptress. I do like this style. It's a very nice style for me. I like the thin bands, so I'm gonna keep. These are from Inky Minky Lashes. I'm going to keep, let's see. I think I'll keep, should I keep both of them? In the shade, let's see. Oh, this was a subscriber sent me these. I remember that was super sweet. Daddy's Girl and Angelic. So I'm gonna keep both of these. This is in, what is this? TT, I don't even know this brand. I think I got it in a subscription box, Dame Boss lashes. I'm going to declutter them. Another House of Lashes brand. This is in the shade Siren. I really did like this as well, but they're definitely getting a little iffy. The box is definitely beat up. I'm gonna declutter them. Oh, this is from Sweet Treat Lashes. That's not the brand it was from. I forget what the brand was, but I don't think they're in business any longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and just declutter it because I do remember I didn't like how thick the band was. So, getting rid of. These are Salon Perfect. I love Salon Perfect lashes. This is the cluster, demi clusters. I do like them. I love their bands are so very tiny and thin. They're just easy to put on. I really do like this. And this is a style I'll wear, so I'm going to keep these. This is Go Glam. Do I have any other Go Glams? Because if I do, I will keep those because these are looking a little bit questionable. No, I don't. So I'm going to keep these because I like how kind of, you guys can barely see, but I like how piecey they are. This is a Silk Noir. I think these are okay, but it's a style I'm not going to wear that often just because they're so dramatic, and so I'm going to declutter them. This is Ardell's 110. I don't know. I feel like that's a style I'm not going to wear. I like them to be more flared out and longer at the end than at the beginning, and these are kind of uniform across the whole lash, so I'm going to declutter. I have no idea what these are. Oh wait, it says Salon Perfect 652. That's probably, is that what these are? No, these are 625. These are 652. Okay, close, but not quite. These are a little bit different, as you can tell. You know, I'm going to declutter them. I have a lot of lashes. I rarely wear them. These aren't in a container. I'm going to lose them. They're going to get crushed. I'm going to declutter. Let's see. Oh, I really like this style. Oh, I love this style from them. The pre-permed. They're really nice and curled. I definitely don't think I'll wear this again, though, because, like, look how crazy intense this is. Too intense for me. I mean, I think I obviously wore it at least once. Got these trimmed, but it's just a lot of lash for me, so I'm gonna just declutter it. I'm never gonna wear them, but I'll keep these. So I'm decluttering, let's see, the tight curl one, and I'll keep the medium curl. I like the fully stacked from Salon Perfect. That was a nice brand, but these definitely look like they have seen better days. They're very well used, so I'm gonna get rid of them. It's in the style 630. These are Ardell's Demi Wispies. I feel like it's a classic. I only have 2 left, so definitely gonna keep these. I like the thin band, really nice, so keeping. All right, so for keeping, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then for decluttering, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's not too bad. I am very happy with that. Definitely getting rid of some old ones that are probably have seen better days anyway, and just styles I'm not gonna wear. So fantastic, split down the middle. That sounds great. Okay, so here's the situation we have with gel pens. Let me divide them by color because I feel like that's going to help me sort through and see if there's any that I can get rid of. Okay, so here's all my black ones, oh, and a random little sharpener. I know I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Kat Von D or KVD Beauty Lash Line. When I tried this, I actually am kind of scared of it because it hurts when I put it on my, like it burns when I put it on my waterline. So ever since then, I really haven't reached for it. So I don't know honestly why I'm keeping it, because anytime I'm like, oh, I should use that because it's been so long, I'm like, I don't feel like my eyeball burning. I'm just going to declutter it. And then this is the IT Cosmetics No Tug. It doesn't have a whole lot left. It is a twist up. I don't know. It was just a fine one. It's a small one. So I feel like I'm going to try to put these gel pens in a cup for right now. And because of that, this guy's going to get lost. So I'm going to declutter that. And then let's see. Oh, that's where the sharpener went. Where did I put it? Goes to this one. This is the Milani one in the shade After Dark. I really like the Milani Stay Put eyeliner. So keeping it. It's a newer product as well. This is the Queen, spelled with a V instead of a U. Eyeliner. I think we got a BoxyCharm. It works nice. I'll keep that one. Sleek. Oh, this is a really nice inky black. I think the only reason I haven't used it recently is, yeah, it needs a sharpen, but I'll sharpen it. And then let's see what else we got. This is Sigma. If I remember right, it's a nice inky black as well. This Fenty Beauty, it's nice, it's inky black, but I feel like when I'm putting it on my, oh, I'm not even in camera, sorry. But I feel like when I'm putting it on my waterline, like it takes too much effort to really get a nice inky black line. So I don't know, I feel like I'm not really partial to it. It's a bit thicker. So I think I'm just going to declutter it. And then this is Wander Beauty. I forget how good of a black this is. Can I open the lid? Oh my goodness. Let's see. That feels pretty smooth. Not intensely black, but it's okay. You know, I'm just going to declutter it. So how many was that? Let's see. I'm decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4 and going to keep 4. So split down the middle. I like to have a lot of blacks. Obviously, that's the one I use the most. And like I said, these are all really, really good. So yay. these are categories where I only have like one of. This is a white. I'm going to keep it because it's my only white. It's from Smashbox, I think. Yeah, Smashbox Always On. I like their Always On gel liners. And then this is from, what is it called? Alley Oop. Pen Pal Make a Mauve. I like your face. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically supposed to be a gel liner with all these different colors that you can use. I think you can use them multiple places, like probably for like a lip liner in one of them, you know, eye brightener, black, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't work very well. I've used the black several times on my waterline and it's just so very sheer. It takes so long to like build up the color. It's just big and bulky and not as intense and pigmented as I like, so decluttering. So keeping one, decluttering one. All right, here are the yellows. Let's see, ColourPop, what do I got? LA Girl, ColourPop, and Milani. I'll keep, the Milani is a little bit different because it's like a shiny one, if you can see it there. I'll keep that, that's unique. And then I feel like all of these are very different from each other. Let me swatch them and see. I bet this one's gonna be dried out because it's ColourPop and I've had it a while. Let me see if I can get a swatch. That feels very hard. There's no way I'm putting that much pressure on my waterline. I'm gonna declutter this one. Then this is one, I think this is newer than the last one. Let's see if it's any better. Oh yeah, oh, it's also a shiny one. Oh, I like that a little bit more than the Milani one. Maybe I should just keep this one. It's really nice. I'm not even in frame. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm having trouble staying in frame. I get so focused, but I really like that one even more than the shiny Milani one. So I think I might keep that one and declutter the Milani one. And then last up is this neon one that honestly, when it's actually in your waterline, oh, I need to sharpen it. When it's in your waterline, it's not super neon. I would call it more pastel, especially when your like eye is wet. But I do like this yellow, and as you can see, I don't have many yellows, so I'm going to keep these two and declutter these two. All right, for reds, I don't have a ton, obviously only two, and I think they are kind of different, so let's find out. I definitely need to sharpen this. I like this one. This is NYX Faux Blacks in the shade Oxblood. I need to sharpen it because I feel it scratching my hand, so I got to sharpen that. And this is, of course, the Stay Put from Milani in the shade Picante. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at this. They're very close, but it's a little bit different. Do I need them both? Probably not, but I do enjoy them both. Like I like the formula of both of them. One's a little bit darker because that swatches a lot. This one swatches a lot nicer when it's actually sharp. So I'm going to keep them both. These are like my grays or steel colors. So let me see. I rarely ever use these. Okay, that's like a shiny one from Milani. And then this is from Smashbox. That's a matte. I'm keeping both. Here are my browns. Let's see, I feel like these two are gonna be pretty close. This is Smashbox that needs a sharpen. As you can see, it's like scratching the swatch off. And then Milani, pretty close, a little different though. And then the last one is Collab, or yeah, Collab brand is the one like the Sally Beauty brand. That's a very different brown. It's very nice. It's got a little bit of shine to it. So I think, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the Smashbox one. It's definitely older. It's in the shade Brood. I do like it, but it's kind of older, and I feel like, you know, between the two, they're so very close. I'll just do the, Milani one since it's newer, and it's easier because it's a twist up, obviously. This has been needing a sharpen forever. So getting rid of one, keeping two. Greens. Are you surprised I have a lot of greens? I'm sure you're not. Let's see, Smashbox. Oh, that's like a Christmas type of green. That's pretty. This is ColourPop. Pretty sure this is going to be super dried out because I've had this for a while. Let's see. Well, it just broke, so that doesn't bode well. It swatches okay. It's definitely a unique color. That's why I've kept it so long, even though I feel like every time I use it, a little piece breaks off. This is from Milani, different type of green. It's got a shimmer to it, and it's more like a hunter grungy type of green, which I like to have for all my grungy looks. That's like a brighter grungy green. Again, shimmery. This is a NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade Olive. And then last up is from Flower Beauty. I remember liking this formula. I like the retractable ones just because I'm too lazy to actually go sharpen things. You guys know that. And this is in the shade Serpent, if you're curious. They all swatch really nicely except for that one. I definitely see a lot of dryness with the ColourPop, but it's such a unique color. I'm going to hold on to it until I can find a good replacement. As for the other ones, I feel like I could probably get rid of, I think it was this one? Yeah. The Milani and the NYX are very close, these two. These two right here. But I don't know which one to get rid of. So I'm going to keep them, and I'll test them out, and if I prefer one or the other, then I can get rid of it. Purples, let's move on to purples. Let's do this one. This is from Rimmel London. I do like this product. This is from Milani. It's like a dusty type of purple. This is a Smashbox. And then we have, LA Girl Neon Eyeliner. So there they are, all pretty darn different. The only one I really can't foresee myself actually using is this second one, which was, is that the Milani one? Yeah, it's the Milani one. So I think should I get rid of that? Because I just don't foresee myself actually reaching for it. The other ones I can. So I'll get rid of the one and keep 3. Blues, okay, I feel like I'm gonna keep them all because I feel like they're very different type of blues, but let's check and make sure. We got this blue from Smashbox, nice and bright, it needs to sharpen. This one from Milani, nice and dark, a little bit of sheen to it. And the other last one is from LA Girl, and it's in the shade Powder Blue. It's like a pastel. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm gonna keep them all. Last step, I don't know why I didn't put these greens with the other greens. I don't know, who knows? Don't ask me, I'm pregnant. Let's do this, let's just swatch them both because I'm probably gonna keep them. This is Pastel Dreams from LA Girl. Let's put it right here. Not the most intense. I feel like you really won't see that in my waterline, but not terrible. And then this one is NYX's Epic Wear. What shade is this in? Emerald. It needs a sharpen. Come on. I really don't, it doesn't twist. Nope, it needs a sharpen. Hey, come on. And it's very dry. I'm sure sharpening it is gonna revive it too. Let me see if I have a sharpener. Okay, you know what? I'm going to declutter this because I just sharpened it down, but it apparently is so dried out that the tip broke in there, so. Okay, that makes it easy. Decluttering this one, keeping this one. Okay, and for gel eyeliners, let's see, I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keeping 25, decluttering 10. Not too bad, especially because I think only one of them that was super close I felt like could be dupes, but I'm keeping them anyway. For the most part, they're all different colors, so yay. All right, these are liquid liners. Yeah, most all of them are black, but let me separate what I do know is not black. All right, so all these are not just a black liner. These two are brown eyeliners, and I really like them both. However, this CoverGirl one is definitely starting to get dried up and very difficult to use, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it done and keep this one. So decluttering and keeping one. And then we have a white one. Is this even any good still? I feel like I've owned this for a long, oh, pretty sure that is dry. Yep, okay, decluttering. That makes it easy, decluttering this one. This, let me shake it up. This is a purple kind of sparkly color. This is when Ultraviolet was the color of the year from Butter London. Still so good and still gives that beautiful kind of, again, I'm not swatching on camera, I'm so sorry. Still so good, and it gives a really shiny purple shift to it, but it looks pretty black on the eye, so I really do like this one. Can't believe how old it is and yet how good it is. So this is their Glazen Lustrous Liner Ink Gloss, like I said, in the shade Ultraviolet. It's so good, I'm keeping it. And then this is from LA Splash. It's a double-sided. So you have black on this side, which is still good, and then you have this glitter liner on this side, which is also still good. I rarely ever use this, but maybe if I declutter some, I'll actually reach for it. A real con for me is just how bulky this tip is. If you can see, it's just a really fat tip from what I like. So I know I'm not gonna use that side, and then I won't think to use this side. I think I have other gold type of liners, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. All right, these are all glue-on type of liners, so they act as like adhesive for liquid liner. I'm going to keep the, let's see, the Kish Lash Glue Liner. I think I did enjoy. This is from Estee, which was Midas, which I'm assuming is also discontinued because Midas is closing down. This is Quick Lash Adhesive Liner from the Quick Flick brand. I can't remember if I really liked them. I think they were all okay. Honestly, my favorite Holy Grail one is the Velour, which I don't need, oh, I think that's in my everyday makeup drawer. Definitely keeping the Velour one because it's the best, but I think these were all okay, especially for a quick video. None of them did well enough to last me all day, but they're not terrible just for a video type of thing, so I'll hold on to them. I don't think any of them are dry. Let me shake it up and double check, because if they're dry, then I definitely don't need to keep it in my collection. But if they're still good, on the rare occasion that I wear liner, you guys know, I can pull for one of these and just try them out. And then if it won't even last a video, I'll just declutter it from there. But yeah, they're all still good, so gonna keep. All right, now to the black. This is from CoverGirl. I forget what it's called. It's a really nice one, but it is definitely getting very dry. It's a bit waterier, so I had to really make sure I shake it up and sometimes go over a line twice if it looks too sheer, but it was fine otherwise. But like I said, it is getting old and it's just a little bit more tricky to use, so I'm gonna call this done, declutter it. Same for this. This is the Physicians Formula. I used to absolutely love this, but I've discovered so many like more like inky black and just better liners that I don't have to go over the same line a lot to get a very opaque line. So I wasn't as impressed using this the last time, but I mean, it's okay. But anyway, it is getting older. It is getting more difficult to use, so I am going to declutter it. I'm also going to declutter this one from Huda Beauty because it's just a pain. It's nice and inky black on the liquid liner side, but it's got a very short tip to it if you can't tell. I don't know if you could see. It only goes to about right here, but it's a very thick type of consistency, the formula, and it's just not easy to use. It's very thick and kind of goopy-ish when you apply it. And I mean, this side's fine, this side's nice, but you guys know I have a ton of black gel liners, so as a duo, I'm not very partial to it, so gonna declutter it. This is Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. I love this for how affordable it is and how nice and inky black it is. Definitely gonna be keeping. This is newer to me. This is from Fleck. It's the Lash Rocket Liner in the shade black, I'm pretty sure. I really do like this. It's not my favorite type of tip because it's not a brush tip, it's a felt tip, but it is like inky black and very, very nice. So definitely holding on to this, and it's only like less than a month old, so keeping. And last up is this one from Butter London. I think I remember liking this, but it's definitely getting a bit old. Let me see. Oh, still, of course I'm not doing it on camera, but still a nice quality. It's a little bit of a runnier, thinner consistency. So I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. It's also bulkier, so I like to have skinnier ones in my drawers just so I don't have a hard time fitting them. So decluttering. And that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I'm keeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I'm decluttering, half and half. Okay, these are all, as you can see, glitter liners. I feel like none of them are repeat. Oh, and then also a neon liner. Let's try this one first. I feel like it has been eons since I've worn glitter type of liner. I've been into like the water activated liner so much, so honestly this might be all dried up. Yep, pretty dry. Decluttering. This is from NYX Cosmetics. It's their glitter golds. I really do like this formula. It works really nicely and easy to get at Ulta, so definitely recommend this. But I wonder if it is all dry, so let's find out. Definitely thicker, but I could definitely make a line with that. It's a silver. I don't have a silver. Going to keep it. This is what they had before the glitter golds. This was, I forget what's even called, liquid crystal. They don't have this kind anymore, but I've just held on to it since I bought it, and I like the gold. Let's see if it's still good. Oh yeah. I feel like the quality, and it's like even creamier than the silver, and I know I bought the gold way before the silver, so isn't that funny? But yeah, still good. Gonna keep it. These are all the heavy metals from Urban Decay. Great formula, just more expensive. I think I got these sent as like a PR gift once. Let's see how many of them are still good. Definitely does not feel very wet. You can see a little bit though. I don't know. I might get rid of that one. Although that was one of my favorite ones. It was like a peekaboo kind of glitter liner because it was so faint. Let's see. They all feel so dry now. I don't remember them. Like I almost can't feel wetness when I'm swatching them on my arm. That's how dry they feel. They're also just very, very faint. I'm going to get rid of this one. It's not a color I really like in the shade Punk Rock. Decluttering that. I'm going to declutter this one too. Junk Show, I think it was. Let me double check because I think I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, this one feels the wettest. Like it has the most wetness to it, which is Grind. This one was the toughest to swatch. So, like I said, Junk Show, I'm going to declutter it. And I'm just partial to Pyro. It was my favorite one. It's probably pretty dry. Maybe I just need to sit and shake it up a long time and it'll be better. So, I don't know. I'm going to hold on to these two now and declutter the other two. And last up is from JD Glow Cosmetics. I really did like these. Let me shake them up as best I can. And let's see what they got. This is in the shade Unicorn Snot. It looks like it's still nice and wet in there in the bottle. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, so nice. Can you guys see that shine? It's very pretty. I feel like it doesn't look like much on camera, but it's only because I'm struggling to catch the shift in person. That is so beautiful. And then the other one is Mermaid Tails. One of my favorite products from JD Glow that I've tried. Really like it. And also the types of glitter in this is a lot thicker, chunkier, and more obvious than the Urban Decay one. So if you see the Urban Decay and it's a little too like faint for your liking, the glitter in the JD Glows are so much better. And it's still a nice formula. I can tell it's a little bit drier than when I first bought it, but these are getting several years old and they're still pretty good. So gonna hold on to both of these. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keeping, 3 decluttering. All right, let's go and do this one next. This is kind of ish like, you know, what we were talking about with liners and glitter liners, but these are liquid glitters and then like pots and gel liners. So it's kind of a mix of everything in here. Let me separate it so we can kind of see what we're working with. All right, so got them all over the place. Let's start with these. These are all gel liners in pots, and honestly I just feel like as a whole I can just say I'm decluttering all of them because I literally never think to use a pot liner. It still seems okay quality. I bet these are still good. Stilazzi, they had my favorite gel liners back in the day, but I just rarely use gel liners. I just reach for liquid liners, and I'm not someone who uses them as bases for eye looks either. I just never think to. And if I think to like need a base, I just grab a white or some type of concealer base because that's just the what I'm in right now. But yeah, I just feel like as a whole I'm going to declutter all of them because I'm just never going to use them. And the Stilazzi are definitely getting old, very old, and then I wasn't impressed with the NYX one or the Lethal one, so might as well declutter them. I wonder if this one's dried up because I remember not being the biggest fan. It looks pretty dried out. I've only used this a handful of times. Oh, not too bad. Still showing up. Definitely a little dried out though, but I'm going to declutter all of them. Okay, then I have these. This is from a brand, Flawless Cosmetics, that actually shut down. It was kind of weird circumstances. I wasn't really didn't really know what was going on until all of a sudden it was like, oh, we're no longer available, and the website was gone. I never even got a chance to try them and give you guys my thoughts. I mean, I guess I can feel it right now because by the time I went to reach for them, ooh, that feels nice. They're like a Super Shock. I mean, they look like a Super Shock, so I'm sure that doesn't come as a surprise. But yeah, quality seems nice. But I'm not going to bother testing them out if you can't even pick them up, so I'm going to declutter. This is from Butter London. It's a glaze and eyeglass. I love their glaze and eyeglasses. This is the only one I have remaining. I used to have so many of them because they were just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And again, this is from the Ultraviolet line that, how many years ago was it? The color of the year? Still so wet and beautiful. I can't believe it. But you know, I'm just never going to reach for it. I know I'm not. So I'm going to declutter it. Maybe one of my sisters will enjoy wearing it. Oh, I used to rave about these back in the day. Haven't used them in forever. As you can see, it's totally separated, or maybe you can see, totally separated. This is Flower Beauty's Warrior Glitter Shadow. Let me shake it up and see if it's still any good. It's a great formula if you're someone who likes those type of, you know, glitter shadows that you can put on with applicator type of thing. Oh, this is definitely drying out. Definitely all dried out. Gonna declutter that. This was in the shade Camo. Really did like it. It had a lot of sparkle glitter to it. This is in the shade Flame. I think this was my favorite one. Oh, still nice and wet. Obviously, there's a lot of liquid in there. I probably don't need to hold on to it because I don't think I'll ever use it. But on the off chance that I do, I'm going to hold on to it because I really do like the color and it's still really nice and wet. This is from NBA Cosmetics. It's a liquid glitter called Bling It On. I never think to use it just because, oh, I think it might be mostly dried out. Yeah, I can't even squeeze it. It's like all the liquid's gone. It's just glitter in there. Okay, I'm decluttering. These are the NYX, what is it called? Glitter Goals. These are nice. It's like a soft version of the Flower Beauty, I would describe them. Really pretty. It looks so like boring on camera when I'm swatching them on my arm and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And then I look at my viewfinder, I'm like, oh, that's how it looks like. These are definitely still pretty, but they feel very dried out. So I know they'd be a pain to try to apply because they're so dry. They would just kind of get flaky and uneven. So I'm going to declutter these. But the formula is really good if you're wanting something like this. It's just a lot more subdued of a sparkle than the Flower Beauty or like Stila, which we can do next. Stila, these are the only two I have left. This is their what is this even called? Shimmer and Glow, and this was a Glitter and Glow. Sunset Cove and Carefree. Those are the two colors I have. I think the shimmer I remember was from a subscriber sent me. Really pretty. I just never think to use it. Still good quality though, so I'm going to declutter it and see if one of my sisters want it. And then this one, let me see. It looks pretty dried out in there. It's really pretty, but it's very dried out. I'm gonna declutter and just toss it. It's not really any good anymore. This is from Sydney Grace. This is in the shade Lake Days. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I remember trying it and being like so amazed. Like I'll just put that tiny little strip that was way too much. It's like a very intense shimmer, but so opaque, so nice. Like nothing super metallic-y or like sparkly, but just a really nice opaque, beautiful color. I really like the formula. A little goes a long way. Yeah, definitely holding on to this. Ofra, I only have one of these. I had a couple of them at one time. Do Not Disturb. It's one of their, like, I would say cream eyeshadows, not really glitter. Still good. Yeah, still really good, but again, a color I'm never going to use, I feel like. And it's not anything like super sparkly, at least like it's shiny, it's opaque, it's nice, but I feel like it's a little bit more subdued than this one. And again, I wear green more than I do purple, so I'm going to declutter this again, see if maybe one of my sisters can use it. These Glitterazzi's were from Hard Candy, and I remember being so amazed and impressed with these. I feel like Hard Candy doesn't get talked about. Like, look at that. Oh, still so good. Oh, I think I have to hold on to that one. It's so pretty. It's in the shade Twinkle. And then this one, still good. A little bit drier than the other one for sure, but still good, still usable. It's in the shade Galactic, but I'm going to declutter this one because it's just, again, a shade I feel like I'm never going to use. But this one I'll definitely use, if nothing else, inner corner highlight. Beautiful. This is from, what is it? It's a glitter flip from Ciate. I felt like this was a bit of a gimmick, honestly, because I didn't really see any shift. And look at that, it's already dried out. I feel like I got it last year in a boxy time or something. Okay, that's disappointing. It's very, very dried out, and I honestly couldn't really see a shift when I had it on my eyes. So, decluttering. Last up, these are all Pixie by Petra. They had a glitter liquid shadow that I really did like. This is in the shade Sunray. I think this was my favorite. Yeah, this is just a nice liquid glitter if you want to add some sparkle on top of any look. This one is in Starry Night. Pretty. I feel like this, I'm never going to wear it. It definitely feels a lot drier than when I used to use it, but still, you got glitter in there, got sparkle, and this is, ooh, this I think might have been my favorite, Crystalline. All right, so I wasn't paying attention, but my camera stopped recording, so gotta love that for me. I hate that it didn't like notify me. I wasn't paying attention. But basically, I'm keeping 4 of them and decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then this is from the previous, my liquid liner, glitter liner declutter. I'm going to declutter this one because the Pixie Beauty Citrine liquid glitter is literally identical, and then this one's getting a little dried out. So I'm going to keep the Pixie and declutter this. So decluttering a lot of them are dried out. Some of it I just not into, like the gel liners, but as a whole I'm keeping 4 that I will have the potential of using maybe. Decluttering all this feels really good. Alright, so this, as a random, I should put this in the last group of declutters. Anyway, mostly these are pigments and then some liners. I don't know why these are in here because, like I said, I should have put them in the last group, but that's what's in this little cubby hole or this little compartment, so that's what we're going to go through right now. Let me split it up. Okay, so this is from Flawless Cosmetics, a brand I have not had a chance to try before they closed down. So I don't have no idea if I'd actually like this formula or if the shift was really strong. It looks pretty strong in the bottle. Can't really see it here in person, kind of moving it around. But since the brand is no longer available, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. This is in the shade Royalty. Then I also have this from OMFG Cosmetics. I got it in a box. It's a cake liner. I remember enjoying this. It's a nice pretty pink. It's called Strawberry Shortcake. But I have this color in like palettes, and I tend to use that instead of reaching for singles. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter. Then these two are from Ofra Cosmetics. They're their Flex Eyeliner. This is Yellow Submarine and Green Vibrations. I thought to keep them to use for like my waterline, but honestly, I never have. They're getting a bit thicker. I mean, they're still got some opaqueness to them a little bit, but definitely getting a little bit thicker. I'm just not going to go through the hassle of reaching for these. I'd rather just have a gel liner I can reach for, a pen gel liner I can reach for, put it on and be done. So I just know I'm not going to use these, so I'm going to declutter them. And these are all my neon pigments, which I did have a lot of fun. These are from Glamire. I bought them all as a set. I did a video showing 3 different looks using only these neon shadows. Had a ton of fun. However, as you can see, I have another set that was given to me by Midas Cosmetics, and I never got a chance to try them, and Midas Cosmetics is closed down. So I think what I'm going to do is see if there's any colors from Midas that I don't have exactly with Glamire, and I'll keep those. Otherwise, I think I'm going to declutter the Midas because I just don't need both. I rarely use them. Okay, so basically the only shade I don't have with my Glimmer is this purple one from Midas, so I'm going to keep this one on the rare occasion, the rare chance that I'll actually want to use a purple, but I'll keep it so I have a complete set of colors, and then I'm going to declutter all of the other Midas ones. So I'm going to be keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from this set or bundle, whatever you want to call this drawer of makeup. All right, mascara time. There are mascaras. I feel like for the most part, I just need to get rid of mascaras that are old at this point, honestly. Let's start with this. This is the Milk. I think it's just the Kush mascara. These were 2 samples that I used. Pretty much used the whole thing up, and I thought it was decent. It was nice, but I don't remember being like absolutely amazed, but it was an okay, nice, decent mascara that I used. But like I said, I used them up a lot. I'm not crazy about, you know, the formula, and these are definitely not as nice as when I first opened them, so I'm gonna declutter them / throw them away. This is the Sky High Maybelline mascara. This is like a special version. I forget if it's just like waterproof. It's Nor Cosmetic. I don't know. I got it because I was like, ooh, black packaging. That's cool with the pink. I feel like it's the same thing as the pink one. I really didn't notice that much of a difference, if any. I just love the wand and I love the original pink packaging, so that's why I picked this up when I had to repurchase it. But again, I don't notice a difference. This is, however, pretty new, so I'm going to hold on to it. This is the Princess Warrior mascara from Flower Beauty. I don't remember absolutely being amazed by this, honestly, and I've had it for a long time. I don't know. I just wasn't as wowed as the original Warrior, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. This is the original, the Warrior mascara. I do remember really liking this. I like this plastic bristle wand. I like the curve it has. It was just, yeah, a really solid mascara. This one still got some life in it, so we'll be keeping it and holding on to it. This is the L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Lash or Mega Mascara. I did not like this, and I still don't like this now that it's months old and not so brand new. I just feel like it makes my lashes look so clumpy. I don't know what it is, if it's the formula or just the way the brush is. But I never enjoy using it, so I'm going to go ahead and just declutter this. This is the Bad Gal Bang mascara. This is the waterproof version, so I tried and loved the original, and this is also great. It's just, I feel like the original was pretty good at being like waterproof and hard to get off, so this one is literally so hard, so it definitely doesn't move. Anytime I put this on, I know I'm going to have to spend extra time like soaking my lashes because it's going to take so long to come off, but I like what it does to my lashes. I really do. This is from Surat. It's their mascara. I did a video on this because it's like a $60 mascara that looks like a screwdriver, literally. I wasn't super impressed. Like, in order for me to get lashes that I like with this, I had to work so hard and spend so much more time. So ever since that, you know, that time of testing it and trying it initially and reviewing it, I never reach for it, and it's just more hassle than I feel like it's worth. So I'm going to be decluttering this. Oh, here's a little Bad Gal Bang mascara that the sample I obviously was using. I remember using this not too long ago. It's pretty darn dried up, so I'm going to declutter it. This is the They're Real from Benefit. This is relatively new. I think this is okay. I think it's a nice mascara. I feel like I like it more the older it gets as opposed to being super new. But it's nice. I'll keep it. It's not terribly old, so I'll keep it and use it some more. This is the Unlimited mascara. This is one of my favorites from L'Oreal. Absolutely love it. Again, a plastic bristle with tiny little wands. It just gives me the lashes I like. That's something that if you look at all my favorites, these are definitely my top favorites, they all have that type of very small type of skinny wand that's plastic bristle. I think that's interesting, but I love all 3 of these so very much. I enjoyed this one as well. It's just a little bit thicker, but still a plastic bristle. They're all fantastic. None of them are leaving. Last up is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Smoky Eye Mascara. I was not impressed. It was just kind of like, okay, it's a mascara, but for being Bobbi Brown, I was expecting it to be wowed a little bit more. So yeah, after using it a while, I haven't thought to reach for it in so long, I'm going to declutter it. All right, this time around, I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mascaras, and I'm decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there, I'm keeping fewer than I'm decluttering. With that said, the ones I'm decluttering are mostly old, or I just don't like it and want it anymore, but still, decluttering more than I'm keeping. All right, let's do brows. I don't have a ton of brows, as you can see, but let's get into them. First up, these two, Anastasia Beverly Hills, I got the shade Chocolate, and then the Urban Decay Brow Endowed in the shade Brown Sugar. These, the last time I used these, they were getting pretty dry and difficult to use, and honestly the Anastasia one, I don't even know if it like transferred at all. It was just so very faint and dried out, so I'm going to declutter both of them. I remember really enjoying the Urban Decay one and thinking the Anastasia one was just okay. It was fine. I wasn't super impressed, but it worked well enough. This is from Thrive Cosmetics. I forget what it's called because it's all like worn off. However, it's one of my favorite type of formulas, and I absolutely love the wand. It's just so tiny. It's starting to get a little dried out, a little used up, but there's still some life in it, so I'm definitely going to keep it. This is my favorite clear brow gel. This is a 24-hour brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics. Still fantastic, still has a lot of life in it, so I'm not going to get rid of it, and it does a fantastic job keeping my brows in place. This I thought would be a dupe alternative to the Benefit one. Honestly, I can't get past just how goopy and difficult it is to apply because it's just a lot thicker, and the applicator, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's not as easy to get a nice light application on your brows like the brow setter. So I honestly don't reach for it that much. So I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it since I know I don't enjoy applying it and using it on my brows. This is the Inked Brow from Urban Decay in the shade, what did I get? Natural Nan or Neutral Nan. I'm going to declutter it because it's one of those that you have to like paint on. I'm just not, I don't take that much time on my brows. I'm not that precise, so I'm always scared to use it. I never reach for it. Decluttering. This is also one of those pens. This is Salon Perfect, I think. The name's got a little like wonky and rubbed off. Is it even? Oh, it's still good, but it's one of those kind of 3-point, what is it, microblading type of brow pencil. I'm never going to use it. You guys know me, I'm very low key. I rarely ever fill in my brows. I usually just take a tinted brow gel and run it through my brows. So gonna declutter this. This is from Maybelline Tattoo Studio in the shade, what shade did I get? Honestly, not sure. I don't know where the shade is. Oh well, I don't like that it's like it doesn't have a type of like spoolie. It's just a little fuzzy thing, and it feels pretty dried out actually. It's not even coming, okay. Decluttering it, it's all dried up. This is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. It's really nice. It's not like super tiny, which works for my brows. So on the rare occasion that I am gonna fill in my brows with a brow pencil, this is typically the one I reach for. Let me see if it's dried out. I feel like, once again, I'm not doing it on camera. Anyway, it's just been a while. I think it had a bit of a hard crust on the top, but now that I kind of rubbed it off, it's fine. So it's still good, I'm gonna keep it. Last up is from Full Brow. This is in the shade Natural Brown. I'm never someone to use powder. I did hit pan on it, which I think I had it in Project Pan. That's the only reason I hit pan on it. I'm never going to use this, and it just kind of takes up space. I'm someone who's more so into, again, the tinted brow gels. I just don't take time to do all this. So going to declutter this. All right, so for brows, 3 keeping, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decluttering. Feel really good about that. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Those are all the products that I'm decluttering and keeping. Overall, I feel like I moved into this new house and it felt very refreshed setting up my makeup and kind of reconfiguring everything and putting everything up how I wanted it to. And I can't wait to start using my products and, you know, get back into the swing of using my makeup and whatnot. I even have an everyday makeup drawer once again on my makeup table, which I haven't done in a while. And I'm kind of tempted to do a shop my stash once a month. I put a poll on Instagram and I had a lot of people say yes, they want to see it. Let me know in the comments of this video if you made it this far. Let me know if you'd like to see Shop My Stashes come back. I remember I can't remember how many years ago I stopped, but I do remember putting a stop to it just because it wasn't getting good traction on my channel and I wasn't doing them as faithfully, and it was just kind of stressful for me to post. But I'm kind of tempted to get back into it and see if I still like posting it and see how it does on my channel. So if you do enjoy Shop My Stash type of videos, I just do it once a month. Let me know if you'd like to see it. Leave it in the comments. But that is going to do it for today's video. I do have a little nugget to leave you guys. If you did make it this far, I am planning to do one more declutter video, but it's not really of my makeup collection. I'm going to be decluttering my 2 tribe pile. So I have a ton of makeup that has been building up for so long, and honestly it's to the point where I need to go through and see if I'm still interested in testing them, and if I'm not, I need to get out of my house and not just have it sit in here and just collecting dust and getting old and not being used. So I want to go through my 2 tribe, my new makeup, my new palettes that I haven't touched yet. So that's going to be one last declutter video, but I'm not really counting it as in my like a makeup collection declutter series because, like I said, it's all brand new makeup, so I'm gonna go through that hopefully soon. I've been waiting to get these videos up, and now that they are up, I'm gonna go ahead and film that sometime soon and just go through it and see if there's anything that I can pass along and donate and whatnot, or put into future giveaways, that type of thing. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2022 makeup collection declutter series, and yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.